What is good, everybody? It is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. And I'm here to ask you the question. Are we being a little bit too hard on Mitch Trubisky here in Chicago? Let's talk about it right after this.
On one, on two, on three.
Stop it! Do not do him like that! Mercy! Did you not get the memo?
So we have a football Friday on our hands. The Bears are going to be playing the Detroit Lions coming into the game 3-5. A lot of issues on this Bears team. I don't think anybody would deny that. But I'm seeing a lot of people, because of Mitch's past comments this week, really pile on to Mitch. Because he said that he just wants to get the TVs turned off in the rooms, and he's trying to block out the outside noise. So he's letting you know that he hears us, that he understands that we're not happy with him. And so my question to you, are we being too hard on the Bears? Not on the Bears. Are we being too hard on Mitch Trubisky? If you are new to the channel, please like the page. Please subscribe to the page. Please like the video. We do talk Chicago sports weekly, and we want to talk it with you. Like I said, it's a football Friday. Are we being too hard on Mitch Trubisky? When I thought about this, because at first, I was like, well, a lot of blame can be placed on Nagy. A lot of blame can be placed on the offensive line. A lot of blame can be placed on Ryan Pace for picking him where he picked him. We actually have another video. Check that out after you get done checking this one out. You know what I mean? But when I looked at how we treat Mitch Trubisky, some of it is a little, some of the people are a little bit out of pocket. But you play quarterback in the NFL for the charter franchise who has, let's be honest, never had a quarterback. I honestly believe that we aren't being too hard on Mitch Trubisky. I honestly think that we're treating Mitchell exactly the way that he should be treated. He's in the third year of his career, and he's not good. He's just not good. And you hate to look at it that way. You hate to really pile on to the kid, especially for something stupid for piling on to him for we got to have the TVs off. That's just retarded. But I honestly believe that if you play quarterback for the Chicago Bears, you have to be the toughest individual in the world. Because the Chicago Bears are not a team that's had a quarterback, or not a team that has had successes at that position since Sid Luckman, Jim McMahon. Some may say Jim McMahon was honestly a guy, but he won. And that's the thing. When you win, you get championed, you get the accolades, you get everything that you want. But when you're bad, this city's going to give it to you. This city's going to give it to you. They're not going to allow you to just sit back, and it's not a small town. And we die hard with the Bears. Now, coming into Detroit, there's going to be a lot of criticisms of them. But there's also a lot of criticisms of the other guys on this team. There's a lot of criticisms of Matt Nagy. There's a lot of criticism of that offensive line. That offensive line is atrocious right now. I'm glad to see that they're making some moves there. They're probably going to move Cody Whitehair back to center, move James Daniels back to guard, which is exactly what they need to do. But when you break it down, when you look at what the Chicago Bears are doing, when you look at what Mitch Trubisky has done in his third year. And listen, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of the Trubisky supporters who are going to say, you can't look at him compared to other guys in the league. You have to. That's how sports works. You compare. You compare, you contrast, you take in that information, and then you look and say, this guy's really not that good. The Chicago Bears and Mitch Trubisky are being graded just right. They're being graded fairly. And right now they're bad, so they're getting raked over the coals. And when you compare and contrast to these other players in the league, these other quarterbacks, Mitchell's not even close. He's not even close to some of the backups that are playing right now. I'd take Kyle Allen. I would take Matt Moore. Well, maybe not Matt Moore. All right, let me roll that one back. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to know the system. You have to be able to play in this system. And it just seems like Mitch can't play in the system. Now, here's a question, another question I will pose to you. And be sure to vote. Be sure to vote on the interactive content up here. Are we being too hard on Mitch Trubisky? Let me know your thoughts. But I feel that Mitch didn't get the opportunity to grow. Mitch didn't get the opportunity to learn behind somebody. And a lot of players don't get that opportunity in this league. But maybe Mitch needed it. Some guys just need it. Some guys just can't figure it out as soon as they come into the league. And so if the Bears brought in a veteran, quarterback, Andy Dalton, Nick Foles, somebody of that ilk. Well, probably not Nick Foles now, but somebody who's had success in this league. Would you turn Mitch into the backup and let him learn? Would you allow Mitch to sit behind somebody and kind of try and learn the position again and maybe take over? Or are you just done with Mitch altogether? Get him off the Bears. Get him out of here. We don't need him. I was thinking about that. I was thinking maybe he just needs to learn. Maybe he just needs that time. Maybe it wasn't the right time for him. But in this league today, you don't get time. You better be good. You better be good right now. And so I don't know. That was something that I thought about. Something that I thought maybe the Bears would look into. I do think Mitch will be here next year. I don't think the Bears will pick up his option. And I do believe that they will draft probably a Jalen Hurts, maybe a Jake Fromm late second or early in the second round because they don't have any first round picks. So it is putting Mitch behind a veteran going to help his game? That's another question that I have for you guys. You guys let me know how you feel in the comments below. Are Chicago Bears fans being too hard on Mitchell Trubisky? Should we place that blame elsewhere? Should we put that blame on somebody else? Or are we being just right? I believe that we're being just right with Mitch. I think that you play quarterback for the Bears, that's like being a number 1 draft pick in New York media, or playing for the Bulls, or playing for the Lakers, or, whatever that is, because this is one of the top franchises in the league, even though they don't play like it most of the time. And it's one of the most iconic franchises in the league. And if you're going to play for us, you got to be top notch. You got to be that guy. And you got to be able to roll with the punches. You got to be able to take it. You honestly kind of need to have an attitude like Jay Cutler had. And you hate to say that, but you kind of honestly do, because it's got to be that, yeah, we lost, but we're moving on. Yeah, we lost, but we're moving on. Because that's the only way you're going to survive in that Chicago media. And does Mitch have that? Can Mitch have that? Because right now, he just seems like a robot. I'm going to get up out of here. I want to know your opinions in the comments below. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the page. And if you are a fan of Chicago sports and your friends are a fan of Chicago sports, share our content with them. We would really appreciate it so that we can all get in here and argue about Mitch Trubisky. I'm going to get up out of here. It is your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.